Rupert Bell, your TalkTV's royal correspondent. What did you think of it, and what did you make about that accusation about the sort of the royal correspondent sort of being an extension of the court?
I think it's something that they have as royal correspondents. You've got to be very careful that you're not just towing the party line. You do need to look at the issues, try and be as objective as possible. I'm slightly on the outside in that I don't go on the tours and everything, so I try and look at it as objectively as possible and actually see that there is a sense of balance. It's not always easy to do, because clearly the way the royal family is now being balanced is shifting since the death of the Queen. You've really got to make sure that you do have a sense of perspective throughout your reporting and understand that the monarchy has to change. And clearly, this documentary, it might be at times taking a bit of a sledgehammer to some of the things that are going on in the royal family, but the royal family themselves have to realise they have to evolve, because clearly after the Elizabethan era onto King Charles's reign, the monarchy does have to find a way of being something that the whole country can embrace and understand what's going on.
What do you think this means for the future relationship between King Charles and Prince Harry? We have the coronation to look forward to next year, but how much damage is going to be done because of this documentary? We don't even know what's coming up next. We have the book coming out as well, Spare, early next year. Do you think a point may come where they're not even invited to the coronation?
I think it's like the weather at the moment, their relationship, decidedly frosty. And it's got to find a way of, as all families, you've got to find a way of building bridges here. He is, Harry is his son. He has to try and unify the family, as any father would want to. But clearly, endless revelations coming out and the lack of trust between both sides at the moment, that's the problem. They've got to rebuild trust. And the only way you can do that is by talking. If you're just basically going to conduct your relationship through the media, then that's not going to be easy for either side to repair the damage, which clearly has been done. It's uncomfortable for all, and it must be uncomfortable. Well, it is uncomfortable for members of the royal family in this country, and I'm sure at times both Harry and Meghan feel, want to probably restore relations with their family. But right now, it's a no-go.
And just on the point about Kate and William, Rupert, I mean, their trip to America, the whole documentary, and of course the race row overshadowed their trip as well. I mean, how raw are things between William and his brother at the moment?
I think it's the lack of trust and faith in each other, because what seems to happen is that William wants to talk, but he's worried that it's just going to end up in the media, their discussions. And that's the problem, because they've really got to just get behind closed door and actually have a period of quiet. But when there's endless revelations coming out, or there's the book and anything, it really, for William, it is a breakdown. And they were once close, but clearly now that is not the case. And I can't see any way back anytime soon for these brothers. It's really sad. It's sad.
It is sad. I think it's kind of sad for everybody. When you look at the pictures of them all together as the Fab Four, you're like, what a brilliant thing for the royal family, and then it all fell apart.